Hey everybody, welcome back to Bleach Wars Builder and my Let's Build of the LEGO Nintendo Entertainment System. Last time we built a housing basically around our cartridge apparatus to kind of lock it in place, and we got our controller ports and our power and our reset button ready to go. This time we're going to be working on bag number 4. Knocking that one out and getting everything going. So if you guys are ready, we are going to get started with that right now. Alright, we've got our pieces all set out here and we are going to get started, starting with step number 98. So we are working from this angle to start with and finishing out this side. So we're starting with 2 white blocks, just like we did in the last video, which if you didn't see that, we again put together the housing mechanism for the cartridge apparatus so it locks in place, and the link to that video as well as the rest of the series to this point will be in the description down below. So we're going to take 2 gray slants to start with, and those are going to connect to our white piece here, which are going to go right up next to our orange piece here, putting that right there. Next we're going to take 4 more slants and go and keep going down the line. 1, 2, 3, and 4, like that. And then we are going to take 1 more slant on the corner and our dark gray piece actually goes in the top of the slant like that. So next we are taking 2 of these and a 1x3, and those are going to go along the back side here. 3 and 6 and 6, just like that. Alright, next we have our longer dark gray rectangular brick, 1 of our 1x2 and 2, 1 and 2 1x3 thin rectangular bricks. So then we are taking the 2 3s go on the end, followed by the 2 and our long one to fill in the gap. And now we're coming alongside, we're still working on this back side over here. We've got a 2x6 and a 1x6. And just in case you guys haven't picked up on that yet, but the 1x6 just indicates of how many rows of studs there are across the top of the piece. So when I say a 1x6, I mean 1 row, 6 down. That way it's a little bit easier to understand what kind of piece you're looking for. Alright, so we need 2 of these, like that. We need 1 green, 1x2, like that. And these are going to come up and go like so. So the green goes right up against the orange right here. We need a 6, 1x6 right there. Another one on the end, and our 2x6 is going to go right next to the 1x6, closing that off. Alright, so for this next step we need 2 1x6s, a 2x3, and a 3x3. 2 of them actually, sorry. 2 3x3s, and we actually need 3 of the 2x3s. And then those are going to go 6 right on the end, a 1x6, and a 1x6 right next to that. Then we've got 2x3, 2x3, 3x3, 2x3, and 3x3. So now we've got this whole side working on right here. And next we are going to take it and turn it. So now we're working on this front right here, or this side actually. Front is over here where our buttons are. Now I can't find it. Aha! This is the front. So now we're working on this side of it over here. So we need 1 slant and another one of these studs with the 1x2 sticking out, because it's actually going to go like the other one did, like that. That is actually going to come right there next to our control ports on the front. And then we're taking 4 more slants and going 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then moving right along, we've got another one of our whites and a gray slant. And then we have a chair, 2 greens, 1x2 greens, and our chair is going to come right up on top. And then we've got another white square going right next to that one over there. This is going to look kind of similar to what we did in the last bag on the other side, so we're going to have almost an identical spot on the other side for it. And then we take this gray piece here and this black one here with the axles is going to pop right into place, just like that. And a gray smooth brick like that. Like that. And then we're going to put that into place. Right there next to our slant. And put another slant right next to that, so it all looks uniform. That is going to go over our gap right there, just like that. Alright, so next we've got 4 more slants coming up, so we've got 1, 2, a white piece, a white square with 2 more slants right there, and then that's going to go next to the 2 that we just put in along the side here. So now we are taking this 1x2 taller brick, and that's going to go up against the white right here, just like that. So now we have 6 of these studs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Just like that. And our chair, longer chair, where's our chair? Guys, where's our chair? I don't see it. There it is. It's hiding from me. Alright, so we are stacking, making 2 1x3 little pillars of these studs. Just like that. And with those, we're going to go 1 right next to our slants. The chair goes into place. Like that. And our other pillar right there. Alright, so now we've got our 2 1x2s with a hole. And we need this little guy right here. We're going to put the studs, the bricks right there, just like that. And those are going to go right over the top in our area right there, a little open area right here. And then we're going to take our other one and a yellow 1x4. And that's going to go right over the top. Just like that. Alright, so we've got our 2 tan 1x1 rectangular studs. Those are going to go right over here. Right next to our backside here. Right along our backside. And next we've got a 1x2. Our green square with a single node in it. And this 1x2 with another hole in the middle. And that's gonna go, we're gonna take our 1x2, put it on top, and then take our green square and put it like that. And that's gonna go just like that next to our backside again. Alright, so this time we've got our 1x2 with a node at the end. 1x2 light gray. A 1x2 taller light gray. A 2x2 gray square. And one of our 1x2, we'll call it a window. And going now, we've got our square. It's going to go on one part. Our window is going to go behind it. And then we are going to put these two together. And that's going to go just like that. So the window has the node going in it. And then that goes right next to our green square, just like that, with the window facing out. All right, next up, we've got 1x2 oval. We've got a smooth gray piece and another window. And so we're putting the white under the window. We're going to put the smooth on top of the window. We're going to flip it over. And that's going to go Here comes our remover tool again. Put that a little too far back. Going back now because I broke the pieces apart, so we gotta go back and fix that. Alright, so that's there. And this one, I'm gonna sit right next to it. Like that right there. Alright, so now we've got our 1x4. as well as our two, we're going to call them brown coffee mugs because they have the handles on the outside here. Those are going to go right in the middle. And just like that, of our 1x4, which is then going to go into the white like that, kind of holding that part in place. That goes over the green square that we put in earlier, by the way. All right. Now, next up, we need a 1x3. We need an axle, a gray axle right here. We need a black 1x3. Here it is. And we need 3 single studs with connector holes in them. And we also need one of these 2-piece connectors like this. So we need to first connect 2 black ones, or black studs, just like that. Our 1x3 is going to go underneath them, like that. Our third one then goes on the end, right here. It gets topped by the black right there, the 1x3. And then this is going to go all the way inside, like that, which is going to go right next to the back right over here. And then we've got 3 more of our slants. 1, 2, and 3. And that's going to finish out our wall. 1, 2, and 3. All right, so now we've got 2 more windows and our audio and video 1x4 black rectangular brick. We're going to take the windows and set them into the audio and video spot like that. So now the windows again are sitting on top, and that's going to go just like so. It fits ever so nicely right next to our yellow 1x4 along this side wall. Alright, so next up we're taking 2 1x6s, our 2x13 if I counted that right, 2 1x10s, 1 and 2, a 3, we'll call it a 1x2L, and a 2x3. Alright, so starting off this next step, we're working around this right here. So the L is going to go right here. Our 2x3 goes on the end. Looks like one of our 10s. So our 10 goes there. Another 10 goes on this end right there. And we have 6. Good job, Steven. That was not where that one's supposed to go. Alright, so 6. First one goes there. Second one's going to go on the end, right there. And the 2x13 goes behind them, just like that. Alright, next step, we've got another 1x10, a 2x10, a red 2x8, another 1x2L, and 4 3x3s. So for this one we're going to go down here, and we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, and 4, all in a row. I'm gonna put the 2x10 right there. Red's going to go right next to it. L comes in here right alongside. And then this one fills in that gap right in front of our white piece here, just like that. All right, so we need for this next one, we're gonna need 1, 2, 3 little cylinders, 3 black connectors, 1 red, 1 yellow, and 1 white. And we're going to take these just like that. Our yellow, of course, for the old days goes to the video. Our red one that we're making is going to go for the audio. Our white one, and that's going to be our power cord spot, and that's going to go on the back just like this. So we've got our white, our yellow, and our red ports all ready to go. Next up, we're taking a 1x2 green, our 2x2 tan slanted piece, and our 2x2 staircase. And then we are going to put those on. So the staircase is going to go on the end of the orange. The green is going to go over the orange, and our tan over the blue. So now it kind of hangs out over, or there's a little bit of a slant there hanging out. And then we're going to take a 1x4 yellow, our 1x2 gray longer rectangle, which is going to go on top of the yellow, and our 1x4 oval can go on top. It's sticking like that, so it sticks out a little bit on this side. That is going to go right in that little notch right here, just like that. Alright, so now we're going to move this aside for a second. We're going to take our 1x2 chair, a 1x2 tan L, and another white stud. Those are going to go in just like that. So it looks like that underneath. We're taking a 2x2 square next, like so. We've got a hinge and a 1x2 green right next to it. So now this is how it should look. Our smooth gray piece right next to the hinge, like that right there. And we're going to take our 2x2 staircase again. We're going to flip this on its side. And we're going to put that in the back of the chair, actually, that we did. And then we're going to take a 1x2 and put it on top. Whoops. Like that. So now we have an actual staircase going. And that is going to come, and we put right on top. Right here on the very top of our little staircase that we put in place just a couple steps ago. And next we've got another 1x2 green and our smooth light gray piece. We're going to put the green there, and then we're going to take it and attach that to the front of the hinge that we put in right here. So just like that. Next up, we've got a 2x2 square and two 1x2s. And for that, we're gonna go just like that. So it's not completely flat. We've got a little bit of a difference there. And that's going to go right next to our controller ports right here. So we've got our tall 2x2, our 2x3, our 1x2, but it's a square, and our smooth gray rectangle. So we're going to take the 2x3 and put it on top. The square on top of that, and our smooth rectangle right there. And that's going to come in and go right up against actually going to come right on top of, let's see how. It's supposed to go right there. But there's a big gap, and it's not the way it shows it in the picture. Now, we put our tall block in just like that. So now we are caught up. All right. Sorry about that. So we've got our 1x4, our 1x6, our 2x2 square, and our tan 2x4 rectangle. Those, let's see, starting with the square, can go right next to our brown, our coffee mugs, with the black coming right there next to it. Our 1x6 is going to top like that, and our tan 2x4 goes over the top right here. Next up, we've got our square slant again, 2x4, our black 1x3, and a 1x2 slant yellow piece. Those are going to go slant right here. The yellow slant right next to that one. Our 1x3 right there. And I was wrong, we actually need 2 of the red rectangles, the 2x4s. One's gonna go on top of the tan, 2x4, and then the other is gonna come closer to the control ports right here. All right, and our last step for this one, guys, we've got our black 2x4 going over the top right there. 2 tan slants right there. We've got an orange 2x3. Let me see, we've got our 2 tan 2x4s. 1 and 2 right next to each other. And 1 and 2. All right, so 1 and 2, make sure that there's enough sticking out for both of the orange 2x3s to go in, just like that. And that, guys, is going to be the end of bag 4. I hope you like this video. Be sure to hit that subscribe, hit that like button, and ring that bell so that way you guys can be kept up with everything I put out. And with that being said, we are going to call it for this one. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time for part 5.